So hello everyone, welcome to my new video of GFG problem of the day series. So today's question is a hard level question named as scrambled string. So the question states that given two strings s1 and s2 of equal length, the task is to determine if s2 is a scrambled form of s1. Okay, scrambled string. What is a scrambled string they have given? Given string str, we can represent it as a binary tree by partitioning it into two non-empty substrings recursively. Below is okay. One they have given example of a string coder. So this is coder. CO is divided here, DER is divided here, then CO is further divided into CO, and DER is divided into D and ER, then ER is divided further into ER. Okay. To scramble the string, we may choose any non-leaf node and swap its two children. Okay, non-leaf and swap its two children. Okay. Suppose we choose the node CO. Okay, fine. And swap its two children. It produces a scrambled string OCDER. Okay, if you swap its children, then gives you okay OCD. Okay, fine. Similarly, if we continue to swap the children of nodes DER and ER, it produces a scrambled string OCRED. Okay, strangled string is not the same as an anagram. Print yes if S2 is scrambled form of S1, otherwise print no. OCDER is a scrambled form of coder because you can see OCDER, right? Okay, as OCDER can represent it as a binary tree by partitioning it into two non-empty substrings. We just have to swap O and C to get CODER. Yeah, right. Similarly, they have given here A is A, B, C, D, E and C, A, E, B, D. So this is not a scrambled. Okay, the time complexity expected is O of n square. So come on, let's see this question. This is a hard level question and really it is a hard level question. That's why they are giving 8 points also here. So what we are going to do here is we are going to use dynamic programming approach, and there will be a huge explanation for this. So here what I will do is I will explain the code today, and later on I will upload a video which will explain the approach. So what do we have to do is first we have to write the function is a bool function which will return either true or false. So if what we have to do, if the length of s1 is not equal to s2, then obviously it is not a scrambled string, right? So we have to return false. Okay, and if they both are equal, s1 is equal to s2, then we have to return true. Okay, fine. So these are both the edge cases. Now let's come into our solution. Int n equal to s1 dot length. Okay, so we are taking the length of the string s1, and as s2 and s1 will be of same length, so there is no need of finding the length of s2 again. So here in this line, now we create a array deep called dp, and it is declared in the form of vectors. Okay, it is a three-dimensional array. So and all the the dimensions of this vector are n plus 1. Okay, and see all the fields or all the elements values of this dp has been given false. Okay, I am initializing it as false. Now I start a for loop that will iterate from 0 to n. Okay, so and inside this that this will be a nested for loop j which will again iterate from 0 to n minus 1. Okay, this is less than n, so n minus 1 only. Okay, fine. Now what we check is if s1 of I is equal to s2 of I. Okay, so what we need to do is we are checking whether the first element, now here it's the first element, if any of the element is equal, then we take that value inside the dp to true. Okay, so we set that as true. Now when you come out of this whole loop after setting our dp array, now what we do is we again create a nested for loop. This time it's a 4 times nested for loop. Okay, and this line starts from k equal to 2 to n because already two elements have been set in our dp array. Now we start again a for loop that will be going from 0 to n minus k. Similarly, we start a j loop which will again go from 0 to n minus k, and at last we start a p loop which will go from I to k, 1 to k. Fine. Now, if dp of I, j, and p, okay, this element, and dp of I plus p, j plus p, and k plus p, or this conditions, okay, this is a condition which I, if you draw the diagram properly, you will get. Okay, so if this condition gets true, we need to make that element of dp as true, and further break this loop. If either of any of these condition, either this or this is true, then our that element of dp becomes true, and it breaks and it comes out. So even if this becomes true one time, will break and come out, and at last we are gonna return the dp 0 0 and n, the last digit of the dp array, because as I told you yesterday that what is done in programming concept, so according to that. So this was today's GFG problem of the day. This was not a detailed explanation because it's a very lengthy question, and you can see average time they have given is 30 minutes. That means there is something in this question. So I have a detailed solution prepared with me. I will share this explanation of this video very soon. Till then, keep coding.